Hello, everyone. My name is Tomi Jo. I am a Founders Council member and a one-star platinum here within Evolution. And today we are going to teach you how you can find prospect leads and how to promote on social media. Now, today my main focus will be Facebook because this is one of the quickest ways that I was able to learn social media as a whole and also have the movement that I needed for building. Now, you can apply everything we teach here for both travel and team building. I actually utilize both, as you'll see. Now, I did a training just this last week over goals. So, goals we already went over. At this point, after watching the goals, you should have some kind of daily success habit sheet like this. So I wanted to share mine with you to kind of show you what I do, and then we're actually going to jump in it together and we can post together. Okay. So after breaking down your goals to be daily success habits and what you should be doing daily, this is an example of mine. Now you can make yours however you choose to. But this is like what my schedule looks like every day. So I try to find what I can fit in to my schedule for about 15-minute increments to really move my business both in booking travel as well as building a team. So just to kind of go over how this is, I always write my goals with a date, which we went over. So you can see some goals that I have there, which you should also have your own. And then a little bit about my schedule. So always wake up, coffee and cuddles with my little ones, right? We talked about our why, we talked about the fuel that you have. So I always, enjoy my time with them. And then daily affirmations and motivational videos, TikToks, Instagrams, whatever that may be, Pinterest even, because affirmations are really important in keeping that leadership mindset that we talked about and growing into that. I check the chats daily, so I always make sure that I see any new updates that are coming in, any answer any questions that I see, etc. Right? So always being plugged in every single day to the community. I do mock booking stories or post, which we can talk about, on the travel side. But I do that, and I'll show you why, because anytime we talk about travel, we'll go for both sides. And on social media is really going to help you. So we'll talk about the posts that we do. So we'll do 5 team building posts a day. I comment on 10 posts for the referral side, joining 10 groups a day. And it could be any, which I'll go over with you. I set a timer on my phone. I will not say her name because she will activate, but I do set timers and alarms for my entire day. So whatever it is that's important, especially 30 minutes before the presentation, I always have an alarm go off so that I can make sure that I'm talking to those that I have invited, make sure and confirm their attendance as well as any trainings that we have going on to stay plugged in. Okay. Check on any team members. And then I'll show you what I mean by invite followers. Like I'm going to show you really how to grow your social media just by doing these few posts. So although it looks like a lot of it is actually combined in what we do. And then we can also talk LinkedIn and those kind of things. Now, my important information is going to be different than yours, okay, especially in the UK. So you guys will have like your ABTA number and those kind of things versus I have the IATAN, the Florida registration. So any important information that you need on hand, you should always have until you memorize it. And then I always have affirmations that I read to myself every day. I say them out loud. So I look myself in the mirror, I say them out loud. I am capable of every dream and worthy of every desire. And each day I become better, braver, and bolder. So you can have your own affirmations to just really keep in that good mindset as you're going through these. Okay. So I suggest you pick one that fits with you to make sure that you're saying these kind of things so you act as such. Now, I have a to-do list, right? So I update this. I actually have it on my phone. I use my notes app much more, but to show you guys instead of pulling up my phone, this is kind of like the to-do list. So I always have the check marks in the notes app, and I will go over like the most important things that I need to do for that day or for that upcoming week. So calling inactives that go out of the system, just checking in on them, making sure everything's okay because life happens and getting feedback as to why they went inactive and what solutions we can do to bring them money, right? send price change announcements. So I don't know that it has come to the UK yet. However, last night we had a leadership meeting as the Founders Council, and it was on the table for discussion about the $49 changing. So I don't know if it is changing or not. So we want to make sure that any prospects that you have had, we want to let them know that it is a possibility, it may change. So now is the time for them to get in. Okay. And that's kind of, we'll talk more, a little more advanced team building today is like how to get it up and moving, right? And then I also put my goals. So when I look, the system was out this morning for me to find the current ones, but I always have my goal in mind, which again, we talked about at the beginning of the week that you should have a goal. So if your goal is achieving silver, that is 9 direct business partners, then you need to write how many direct agents away you are from that and how many you need daily to get it within that time frame. So here I have a goal of becoming a 2-star platinum organization by April 30th, and I am 205 direct business partners away. So I need to have a steady growth in my organization of 5 new agents a day. So I just kind of write them down so I can see the small number. I can focus on 5, right? 5 is much more doable than thinking I have to do it 205, today. That's a big number. So I kind of do my to-do list. Now, here is my checklist, okay? And I wanted to share this with you because it really works, okay? I've been doing this since 2019 and still apply this every single day on Facebook, even though I'm learning other social medias. So I still use Facebook. I have learned Instagram. I have learned TikTok, etc. But Facebook is always what I call my ground, right? It's like my bread and butter. It's the ground that I work on. So this is what we're actually going to do today. So it's important on Facebook, we'll talk a little bit about social media here, that you still say personable. Okay. So with that, you don't just want to be the spammy person. You don't just, I don't want to open your Facebook and only see travel ads and only see deals and only see you talking. No, I want to go on and I want to know who you are. I want to see that maybe you did take a walk or a stroll somewhere, or you are enjoying new foods or whatever you like. Maybe you're reading a new book or I want it to be personable. Okay. I want to know that you're a real person when I go to check out your social media. So I always do a personal post. Okay. And it can be absolutely anything. It could be about your day. It could be anything, really. Just be personable, okay? Don't be a salesy business person. Let me know that you're a real person. So however you use Facebook before starting here, okay? And then Instagram, I will do a story. Now I do 3 stories a day. It's usually just to keep the traction up, and it also posts to Facebook. So when someone opens Facebook, if I have a new story, I should be in one of their top 5 people for that. So I just want to stay relevant, and it could really be a story about anything. It could be you driving, it could be you talking about a recipe that you're making. It could be any kind of story about your lifestyle, your day, conversation, whatever that may be. So I do post on Instagram, which again, post to Facebook. So in a way, it's still helping. I just like the Instagram features a little bit better than Facebook. So I post it there, but they are connected. So doing a task once and it posts twice is saving time. Now, we are going to be joining work from home groups. Now, how many of you here have a Facebook? I'm hoping all of you maybe familiar, similar. Okay. Yeah, okay, perfect. So there are a lot of groups on Facebook that you can join. And as we join them, hey Ian, as we join them, you are going to see how many people a day are looking for a position to work from home. They're looking for a way to make money online. They're looking for something with flexibility, or they're looking for benefits, right? So you're going to see just how many people. So you won't see them until we join them. So that is our goal, is to join 5 work from home groups a day. I'm also going to show you how to join 5 travel niche groups so you can still grow your audience without being spammy. We are going to post the actual work from home scripts, as well as pictures. And then I'm going to show you how to really just filter your social media to bring you exactly what you need. So let me know your niche as well in travel in the comments, whatever that may be. if it's accessible travel, if it's family travel, if it's well, for me it's cruises, which I know is a little bit different in the UK, but like that's what I do a lot of is cruises in Disney. I do see you guys had a big want for Universal training, which is coming. So it could even be that I could show you Universal as well. And then we're gonna comment. And now I am a mom. Okay, so I know that some of you are not mothers and some of you are gentlemen who are not mothers as well. But I need you to find groups that you can relate to. So, as a person, who do you relate to? For me, like I said, I'm a mom, so I can relate with other moms. What kind of hobbies do you do? What can you talk for hours on? What is something special that makes you unique and that you like? That is the group I want you to join, and I'm going to show you how we utilize them. Okay, so I want you to kind of think of those things as we're going. Accessible travel and family travel. Perfect. Okay, so for the mom groups, we're not going to be posting work from home in here. And for the travel niche, we're not going to be posting work from home, but we are going to have the algorithm work in our favor. And I'm going to show you how it's done. Now, I do have, it's already hyperlinked here, but I actually have a work from home Google Sheet. So I highly recommend that you guys make a Google Sheet. It's free, okay? And you can make, I mean, this one I literally just copy paste. I'm not big on it looking pretty. You're looking more for something to work pretty, you can kind of, something like this. So the name of the group, the link, the date you post, the status, the approved post allowed. I mean, you could do something of this nature if you're more, Google Sheets friendly and want it to look nice. For me, I literally just copy paste. So mine is not going to look pretty, but I'm going to show you why I use it. Okay. So we are going to be utilizing a Google Sheet. Yours will start brand new and fresh. Mine has just based off different trainings. This is the one I use to usually show. Okay. So I'm going to put the date, which it is not 3/8. It is 3/20. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to put the date and we're going to go to Facebook. Okay. So on Facebook here, the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to look up work from home and just hit enter. Now, for you guys, we could look up work from home UK. Okay. So I'm going to be in a lot of different ones. Now, you have access to grow any of the countries that we have on the enrollment list. Do you all know the countries that we're in? Let's pull it up. These are the countries. So we have a lot of them. Okay. The United States. Let's see, where do we have next to you? We have a huge team in Chile and in Colombia and Costa Rica. We have a big team, of course, in Mexico. Italy is on the list, which is pretty close to you guys. Ireland. Um, Portugal, Spain. We do have an office in Spain as well, United Kingdom. So you guys can see all of the different countries that we can take agents on. So keep that in mind as well. So when you are seeing these groups, just because you are in the UK does not mean that you can only bring in agents from the UK. You can go based off that. Now, I do recommend that you enroll based off like where we have an office set up. So United Kingdom, Spain, Mexico. Like I said, Chile and Colombia are moving very quickly. They have access. Argentina has access. Jamaica is back on here. So the Caribbean is moving as well. And in Australia and New Zealand. The other ones in between, just be cautious that they may be limited in having maybe just Expedia Tap and Evo Plus to start. Not a bad thing, but they won't have, like the access you do in the United Kingdom. So they won't have JTA, they won't have Gold Medal, they won't have Fairmine and TUI and things of that nature. So just to kind of keep those things in mind is important, but it doesn't mean that they're fully off the table. Okay. So if we look up work from home UK and we go down to groups, then you are going to find hundreds of work from home groups. Okay. So this one is work from home business opportunities UK. So this one is specific to the United Kingdom. Let's see if this internet's going to hold today. And what we're going to do is we're going to join them. Now, I'm going to try, but sometimes they don't let us into the UK groups because, well, I'm in the US. So you may have a better shot than I do, but we are going to go through this. And I want you guys to pick five groups that I want you to join. As this is slowly loading, once you're in the group, here we go. I want you to copy the URL at the very top, okay? And I just want you to paste it into your Google Sheet like that. Now, again, if you want to name it and those kind of things, you can. I just do the URL. Okay. And I'm going to click join group. If I need to answer questions, then I will. Sometimes it's just automatic. So this one is automatic. All right. And you can see that there's a lot of posts already in here from other people, other work from home, website creations, things of that nature. We're not going to post just yet. Okay. So every morning, I simply just search work from home. I go to groups and I join 5 new groups a day every morning. So when I wake up and I have my coffee after my cuddles and I'm, listening to my motivations, I'll open Facebook and I'll do work from home and I'll join some of those groups. Some of them may be active and some of them may not. The point is that you are telling social media, you are telling Facebook what you like. So every time you search work or work from home or UK or side hustle or side job, whatever it may be, that tells social media that you are being social. Like you want those groups so that you can connect with people in there. Okay. So we are feeding the algorithm what you want to see. So you won't always have to do this. Okay. Every day you won't be having to join groups like this. But if you're consistent for a good month or two in doing this, you will open the app and they will be right there for you. Now, my algorithm on my computer is much different than my phone. I'm very rarely on the computer, so the algorithm's a little off. But on my phone, if I were to open Facebook right now, the first thing I'm going to see is some kind of post. And it could be in a work from home group I'm in, or it could be a suggestion just because the algorithm wants me to be social and those are the keywords that I'm feeding it. Okay. So we're going to join 5 of these. Work from home opportunities UK. We're going to copy and we're just going to paste. We're going to go back. So that was 2. Work from home, Canada, US, EU, UK. So all of these except for Canada, we cannot bring in Canada agents, but we can always list that on our marketing. Okay. Copy this one. It says, just to introduce myself. So that's 3. Okay. And then 4, working from home. Oh, I'm already in this one. Okay. 4. And then 1 more, 5. Work from home UK, 24,000 members. Work from home UK, legit business only. You could literally join any of them. Okay. Again, it's not about if the groups really are active at this current moment. It's to feed the algorithm. So these are the daily steps that we do to move the algorithm in your favor. So we have our 5. Now I take a break. Now, I need to know how active you guys are on social media. Like for me, I am on Facebook. I'm commenting on when I'm scrolling on the feed and I see somebody that just had a baby. Like I'll say, "Oh, congratulations," like I will be engaging with random people. So it's not always like travel, 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 work, 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 buy, 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 because that kind of looks spammy to the algorithm, right? It's not a lot of copy pasting. So I am very social on social media to show the algorithm that I'm a real person. Now, if you are the same and you are also social on social media apart from business, it's okay that you do 5 in the morning and then also maybe some mom groups or whatever that hobby is that you're choosing and the travel. If at this time you are not as social on social media as you should be, I need you to split it up because if you do them all in one shot, Facebook will think that you are a bot and it will put you in Facebook jail. And I don't want that for you. Okay. So I need you to go based off however you use social media. So for those of you who are not very active, I need you to wait a couple hours. or I know it's getting kind of late. So maybe if you happen to be up at like 10, do it then. And then in the morning, you're going to do your travel one. So you at least need to spread it out a little bit, do a couple now, go, engage a little bit and then come back. So you don't do them all in one shot. Okay. So for me, I look up mom groups because again, I am a mom. I can relate to other moms. Those are conversations that I can have, right? And it could be mom groups anywhere. It doesn't just have to be in your area. So let's look up, actually, let's go mom groups UK and let's go to groups. Okay. Moms in business support page just for moms, working moms, moms and dads. Even these working moms are really good because you will see a lot of people come on here and they're like, hey, I am a working mom and it's really hard. Does anybody actually do like online? Like, has anybody found anything online? And that'll be the perfect conversation for you to kind of slide into, right? London moms and moms to be. So this is a great one. Mums at Work, UK networking, and mums. So these ones I just join. Okay. I don't actually comment in them, but I'll show you like how they show up on the feed. So I'm just going to join these. I'm not going to actually like make a list of which ones I'm in. I'm just going to kind of join them. Okay. And then last but not least, oh, okay, you have to answer them. Yes, I agree. I agree. A lot of them are like, no, no post about your business, no spamming, things of that nature. Okay, now let's do someone said Greece. Um Let's look up Greece. And I don't know if it's cruise and Greece or just Greece. But if you go to Greece, so your travel niche, right? You can see now some of these are already created by agents, and many of you have some. So just keep that into mind. But this one, like Greece travel tips, okay? This is a public group, so we can join it. Now, I'm sure in the group rules it says like you can't be promoting your travel deals. We're not joining these travel groups to post your mock bookings. We're not in here to talk that you're an agent. We're not like finding clientele here. Okay. I'm going to show you how to attract people. So we could do one for Greece. We can do one for Universal Orlando. Okay. Um, Groups. Universal Orlando tips and tricks. This is a perfect one. Again, it's going to say like no travel agents can post. You just have to agree to that. That's fine. Okay. And that's usually under like their rules. So we have to answer the questions. What is 4 + 5? 9. Okay. What's the latest news, tips, exclusive content available for just leave your email? Thank you. I always like to try to be nice, Thank you, but no thank you. Okay. And then I also have some for Disney, okay? Because again, I promote Disney. Um, oh, it says it's approving Pendle. Please call back. So Disney groups as well. So I'm in a lot of Disney groups already, like adults in Disney groups. I'm in like a few that I'll show you. Okay, Disney Cruise Lines for adults and teens. Again, some of these are already run by travel agents, so you just kind of have to look at those. But tips and tricks are a good one to be in because you could just give a tip or a trick or whatever that may be. Okay. So throughout the day, I want you to kind of join those. Anything for your travel niche, any kind of group that you can just relate with others in, and then work from home groups. Okay, so those are the three different kind that you will be joining. Now, every day as well, I search this. So if I'm, working or I've got like a quick 5 minutes, I'll simply just type work. Oh, if I could type. I'll go do those later. Work. And I just search the word and I'll kind of scroll through, right? And just kind of see what everything is coming up, like any post that says work from home, most agencies, working mom life. Hey, does anybody know any work from home jobs hiring? Work, 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 work. Okay. And then I'll do like side hustle. So really just kind of feeding the algorithm again, just scrolling a little bit like this one, side hustle mamas, it wants me to join. Okay. And this is someone just like, what's the best side hustle that pays? This will be a great one for me to comment on. And because I like this, I could simply join the group. Okay, here's another one. So I just kind of scroll through. So like the algorithm is like, oh, she searched a word and she's kind of scrolling, right? So she's engaging, she's searching. Okay, now I'm back on the main page. Okay. And now I want you guys to do this for a steady 3 days. I want you to be joining new groups and documenting them for 3 days plus more. But the reason I do this is because if you look at this sheet, all of these groups I've joined already in the past. So some groups don't like if you join them same day and then you go and post in them same day. Because then they're like, that's robot behavior, right? They think you're spamming. So I like to just document them. So this way in 3 days, you can come back. So we kind of pretend like this was 3 days. I can come back. I can simply just open this group, which now I've been in for a few days without, and like I haven't been commenting, right? I haven't been spammy. So I have some history in here. Now I can come in and make my post. Okay. So what are some posts that would be beneficial to you? I have some that I made. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me get my documents out. I just have a document of different ones that I've used before. You can have ChatGPT if you want, like, kind of help you with some different verbiage and like keeping the message the same, but having it a little bit different. Okay. So this is a document that I've used before. So anytime I see or I think of an ad that I want to put out for joining the business, I'll just put it into a Word doc or a Google doc so I can always come back to it, edit it, and then reuse it. Okay, so this one's kind of long. This one I would more so probably use for like LinkedIn, maybe Craigslist, something of that nature. These are more so my ones for Facebook. Now, again, I edit them, so I'm not always copy pasting the same thing. So something like looking for moms who want to work from home this spring season, highest pay in the industry, no experience required. We train, flexible schedule so you could be with your children, great travel perks to places like Disney, Universal Cruises, SeaWorld, and more. And then what I'll do is each week I pick a certain word. So you can pick a certain word on how you want them to contact you. I just have my phone number and I have them text me. Many times they'll also just comment. You could say, comment below. And when they say, hey, I'm interested or I would love more information, then you can have them message you. We can kind of go over how that works. Okay. But this is like my standard, like comment below or text work and then to my phone number. Next week, when I do my new set of groups, maybe that week I'll change the word to travel or I'll change that word to freedom, or I'll change that word to cruises. Whatever, this way I can just kind of see like when it's picking up, right? So it kind of tells me like where I'm at and which ad is working. So if I use this one for work and then I change this ad to say travel or agent, now this, if I get a bunch of agent text, I know that this script was better. This is the one catching more traction. Okay. So we're looking for motivated individuals to work from home, booking travel with vendors like. Now, these of course are US based, so I want you to use yours. So Expedia, TUI, what are some other ones? That I mean, I know you guys have like some inside sandals, cruises, and then etc. Just make sure you say with vendors like, not with vendors and then say them. You have to say with vendors like, okay? The key word like. Make sure you don't forget it. Because that's just to make sure we don't get in trouble with our vendors, okay? Or booking holidays, right? Booking holidays such as and then talk about the holidays that you guys book a lot. Computer or smartphone needed. Start this week. 1099 position, not W-2. All training provided. Computer or smartphone required. Travel perks, major benefits. Now this one I know, oops, is a US one, like the amusement parks and things. So you can take these out and just go based off the perks that you guys have. Okay. Access to wholesale industry rates, discounted travel year round, whatever essentially like why did you come in? Because you're going to be attracting the same people for what it is that attracted you for being here. So if it's the freedom, if it's the highest commission on these trips you're already booking, etc. Okay. So these are just some examples that I have. We're looking for 6 people to work from home, booking holidays with vendors like, and then again, same thing. Must be 18 years or older, all training provided, start today, text travel, don't forget your name, these kind of things, okay? Now, I have one as well that you guys are more than welcome to use, and it is award-winning travel agency, and then I just search my name, so they're my posts. I've used this one as well. So join our award-winning travel agency, ranked top 50 in the US. Now you could also put on here licensed in 58 plus countries. We're needing remote travel agents for the upcoming year. Enjoy the highest pay in the industry, comprehensive training, and incredible perks. No degrees required. Don't miss out on this high demand opportunity. Now, you can use pictures of your own travel. So if you have been out anywhere in the city or been on a trip, use them. If you don't have any travel photos, feel free to borrow ours, right? This was a working event that we did in Texas. But it doesn't say Texas. It's essentially just a group of us agents. Okay. So if you see any of those, feel free to use them. This was us in the UK, actually, when we came there for our travel party. Feel free to use any of our group photos within the groups that you have, any travel related photos you are more than welcome to use. Okay, so like this one, it is a ship tour, so I use this one to promote, especially when I'm talking about Disney without saying Disney. Here's another one, something of this nature. Please just don't use AI. If I could just be very honest, don't use AI, because if someone sees an AI ad, they may think that it's not real, right? We want real people. So any kind of travel photos that you have, please use them, even if it's just to go outside and take a picture with the nice weather, if it's nice out today, okay? So these are just like kind of the same things, and you see I just use different pictures just depending on what it is I'm talking about, right? Anytime I was in Magic Kingdom, anytime I've traveled somewhere. So I'll utilize the same photos. You guys can even use this one. This was our FC retreat in Hawaii, just showing the company and the group of agents. Okay, so I want you guys to pick one of the scripts. Would you guys like a copy of this? I can share, like I said, make it UK based, but at least you guys have an idea of what they are. So share with others, copy link. Okay, let me put it here in the chat for you guys. Oh, what was that? Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Okay. Just make a copy, please, because it allows you editing access. So just click File, make a copy, and then kind of tweak it to your own to be based on the UK, right? You know your people best, okay? So go with what's popular there. There are a lot of people looking for extra income, a lot of moms looking, I mean, so many different ways, right? Students there. Sorry, let me turn this off. Students who are also looking to make extra income and those kind of things, okay? So we are going to do some posts. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. When you make a post like this and you post it in these groups, it may not get traction. And that's not a bad thing. So let's say this whole week, in the morning, you post 3 times in a group with a picture. Then you pick a different one and you post, tomorrow you pick 3 other groups, different ones, and you post, and you've done that all week and you don't have any traction. It's okay. It's all about feeding the algorithm, building up your social media. So whether you get traction or not, it's still important to do this part. Okay. So I want you to pick just a group that you're going to post in. I would actually like to do that mom side hustle. I want to see which one of my pictures that I want to use. Maybe my Disney photo. Let's do a Disney photo for today, okay? Save image. Let me see, pictures, new folder. What do we want to name it? Work from home post. There we go. That way I just know right where they are. Okay, work from home post. And then I really like our Texas one. I think I'm gonna do this one too. Same image as work from home. Okay. So I want to go, even though I just joined that group, I want to go to that side hustle mom. Oh, there it is. Side hustle mamas is what it was called. And I want to paste and I want to say, hey mamas. We are looking for motivated individuals to work from home, booking travel with vendors like Expedia, Hilton, maybe not Southwest with everything they have going on right now. Let's see, Expedia, Hilton, Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, um, Universal Studios, Orlando. Concert, show tickets, nightclubs, and more. Computer or smartphone is needed. Start this week. And then 1099, all training provided, commuter, smartphone, travel perks, major benefits, earn amusement park tickets, and earn a free cruise for 2 after training. What? Why did it do that? Training. Please text travel to 719-429. Now, I do like to use emojis, and I apologize because I'm just really good at my phone, not so much on here. So let's see if we can fast track these emojis. Where are the emojis? Oh, there they are, hidden way down here. Okay, let's see. Computer, objects. Okay, computer. Got it. Okay. And then I need a calendar. Okay, calendar would maybe be an object still. Um, Here we go, calendar. Okay. And then for this one, I just want like the little stars. So, um, I think the stars are further up. Yeah, they are right here. So like this, star, all training. Actually, can we copy it? Control C, yes, we can. Okay. I have this one twice, so let's take this out because we don't need it twice. Travel and amusement, earn theme park tickets, earn a cruise for 2 after training, earn a complimentary. Okay, so like I even though I post, I still kind of edited it out a little bit. Okay. So like this, and then let's choose where's my work from home posts. And let's use the Texas one. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna post. So this is something that you do on 3 to 5 different groups. Okay. Again, it's just to feed the algorithm. Now, in turn, what I want you to do, like I said, is I want you to choose your niche because I do a lot of cruise bookings. I book a ton of Royal Caribbean. I also book Carnival. I book MSC. I do a lot of cruise bookings. So I said Royal Caribbean cruise. That's again feeding the algorithm. So when people are talking cruises, it's going to filter that to me. Even if they're asking questions, if they've already booked, whatever it may be, I want the algorithm to feed me also my travel niche. So in turn, finding clientele is just as beneficial in doing this as long as you choose your niche. Okay. Universal Studios, I don't book as much, but I put it in here. I normally book Disney. Theme park, so amusement park tickets. Again, it's feeding the algorithm. Cruise, again, I said it twice, so now it's gonna really kind of vamp up that I'm talking these words, so it's gonna feed it to me. And then I said text travel. So travel is, universal. So anytime someone says travel or a post has the word travel in it, it's gonna show me. Okay. So that's the importance. I may not get a bunch of people who say, hey, I'm interested. Hey, I'm interested. That's fine because I want to build the algorithm. Now, again, don't like I haven't used my Facebook on a computer in a while, so I don't know what the algorithm is looking like. So we'll scroll through. I apologize for whatever publicly pops up because I don't know. But the point is you should be able to scroll and now see things based off what you've searched, the groups you've joined, and what you've posted. So if we scroll, this is, Magic. So March Madness for basketball, Walt Disney World pops up. Okay. So because I'm talking Disney, I just joined Disney groups. It's going to show me Disney. So this is the algorithm working in real time. Okay. Your group suggestions, it suggests I should join I Need a Travel Agent Today. No thanks. I personally don't like those groups. You will not catch me in there. Okay. Boy Mom Life, I could join because I also have boys. Content creation for moms. Yes, let me go in there and talk to some moms who are already doing content creation, who are already doing what we teach, right? Of course I could talk to them. Here we go. This one was posted 36 minutes ago. So the algorithm is now pushing to me as close to real time as possible. So what is the best side hustle you have found? This is now our next step on our to-do list, right? We need to comment on posts that we see. So the algorithm fed it to me. I didn't search it. I joined this group years ago, okay? So it's not a new group, but it's just showing me because I typed side hustle in the search bar, okay? Now, I have a certain script actually that I post here. Let me get that script just so I can show you what it is. Okay. Now, you can have your own. You do need to create your own. But this is what I do. Here we go. So this is like my normal script on here. Actually, I wonder if I could find, where's Kim? I always use Kim's she's kind of like my note saver on here. Also with that, awesome, rather perks I've worked. Being a travel agent. They're kind of, you could tell I train on this a lot and I use the same ones. Let me go to Kim. Hold on. I also do shortcut texting, which I cannot wait to teach you guys. Watch how easy this is. On my phone, I can do shortcut texting and just click one button and it sends Kim an entire message by one click of a button. So that will be the next thing I teach you. Okay. So I'm going to save this, copy it. It's because I'm working on a computer. And now I'm going to comment on this. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to paste. I worked remotely in the travel industry this is updated now, for 7 years now. I literally get paid to book cruises, hotels, Disney, etc. We are in peak season, so I'm training others in the field. Summer is right around the corner. Okay. My company does everything online, including the training. Perks are also included. And then I take that out. Okay. Perks are also included. I would love to get you connected with my host directly so you can start your travel journey as well. Okay. Or so you can get all of the information, There we go. That's it. So that is my direct reply when I see these. Again, I'm feeding the algorithm. Hey, there was a post, it said side hustle, and she was social. She commented. That's essentially all it's reading, right? The programming is like, hey, this worked, said side hustle, and she started being social on social media. In turn, I said cruises, hotels, and Disney. My niche again. Cruises and Disney is something that I book a lot. So if you keep it all together, both sides of the business are going to be extremely successful for you. Now, we'll see if this populates. You will see other agents. So the longer you do this, okay, so the more consistent you are going to see as you scroll, you are going to see other travel agents post. But that is because your algorithm is purposely showing you the same words. So even though I posted, and let's say all of you go do that exact same thing on this same post, but you change it, the person who's going through the comments or a random person who's scrolling through and they see this, they will see one of us, whichever one is going to be directed to them first, whichever fits their algorithm. Does that make sense? So I do not recommend that if you see one travel agent that you don't also post because you're going based off algorithm. They're going to connect with you if the connection is there. Okay. I see a travel agent right now. Talking about Royal Caribbean. Here's another one that these people are traveling right now on a comedy show. So I said concerts, show tickets, right? I also utilize this. So these big companies, ZipRecruiter, Monster, Career Builder, Indeed, you guys, to get on a job board, I was just researching the other day, because I know that we have some agents on there, but they're a hefty fee. Like to post on ZipRecruiter or Monster is like 300 US dollars a month for one job listing. I'm not going to pay that kind of money. If it's free, it's for me. But I'm going to take advantage when these big companies are sponsoring ads. It says sponsored, right? That means this company is paying to promote this. So you are absolutely right that I'm going to come into this comment section. Oh, look, I already did. I was able to find such a great career by using this platform. Thank you. My company is looking for more positions to be filled this month. And then I just put my company link, like my website, right? I am going to utilize that. And I'm going to talk to people in there because they promoted it. So I'm going to take advantage. Okay. So you guys can see, right? Anything travel. So travel talks. I can't wait to overpack for my next vacation. We're talking travel. So if you are consistent, here's that side hustle mamas. I need a side hustle that can help me replace the 9 by 5 that comes with training and is cheap, if not free, please and thank you. Okay, paste. We're going to do the same thing, right? I find more success in commenting, but I still have to do the things I taught you first. That list has to be done for this to work. You can't just comment, right? So I've worked remotely in the travel industry for 7 years now. We're just gonna again kind of fix. I gotta change. I've been wanting to change it for a while, as you can tell. I just forget. Training others in the field. My company does everything online, including the training. Perks are also included, and then I take this part out. Okay. I would love to get you connected directly with my company for all of the information. There we go. Maybe add flexible schedule on there. I probably should have because she said to replace. So she's going to need a little flexibility to do that. Okay. Orlando moms. Here we go. This is the next one. I'm in these mom groups. Now I can't post in there, but let's see. I'm going to file petition as I was put. Oh, okay. Well, this one's talking about her daughter, and child support. So probably not going to be on there, but very often do I see mom groups that will say like, hey, do any moms like help? Like, what do you do to help provide for your family? Like, my husband works full time. My child stays home so we can save on daycare. But like, do any moms do side hustles to help yada yada? That's my entry. So I can't post in there, but that's my entry. Now, the last thing I want to show you is going to be how to attract people who like travel without being spammy. So on both sides, how are you going to attract them? I'm actually going to go to Disney Adults. Okay. This is the one I like to show. So I'm in this group, Disney Parks for Adults. It states in absolutely no way, shape, or manner can a travel agent post an ad. Fine. Okay. It's fine. I did just a regular post. So I'm just going to show you what it was. It was a picture of my husband and I. We went to Magic Kingdom in 2024 for the Super Bowl championship parade that Disney does every year. And all we did was took a picture of our magic keys. And of course, I had to make it make sense. I wore my 100K ring, but I just posted a picture. There is 1.1 thousand people who reacted to this. Now, all I said was had the most magical day today. How can I make conversation with these people? How can I connect with them? I don't want to be spammy. So all I did was post this. I didn't know that these keys, I guess, are very rare. I was unaware of that. So that was most of this conversation, right? Is like people saying they love Magic Kingdom or, oh my gosh, where did you get those keys? So just replying a lot to that. But 1.1 thousand people liked or hearted or wowed or whatever. They put a reaction. Now, I do it on my phone. I'm very much a phone baby, okay? I do it on my phone because they all say invite. I don't like the computer because it says add friend. I don't want to be their friend, okay? I just want to invite them to follow me. So you can see on here like AD Aline, I can invite her to follow me. What do we have in common? Clearly, we both like Disney, right? Just based off this group, we have Disney in common. That's why I'm saying you have to find groups for a travel niche and you have to find groups with hobbies. How can you connect with these people? So I'm just simply inviting them to follow me. Now I have to kind of scroll down, but you guys get the gist, right? Invited, invited. I just click the button. They get a notification that says, hey, you and Tommy share a lot of interest. You have engaged on her post before. We invite you to follow her. They simply accept it, or clearly it sits in their request folder, right? Either way, it's fine. You just want to invite these people to follow you. Now, when I'm being personable or I'm talking on my main page or whatever it may be, if I happen to have something Disney related, can we all agree that if I invited people who like Disney and I post something about Disney, they will more than likely react to that post? It will draw engagement. Or they may see my story, and if I happen to be talking Disney or maybe I'm at Disney, they are going to see that. It's going to highlight for them, right? And when I talk about how, hey, this is literally my office for today and I'm walking around Disney, now it's connected. Like, hey, I love Disney too. What do you do for work? Because I would love to work at Magic Kingdom every day without actually having to work at Magic Kingdom, right? Those are conversation starters. That is how you're attracting them. Does that make sense? So that's not being spammy. That's just inviting them. I invite moms. So if I make a mom post and it happens to be relatable, I'm going to invite all those people. If you even if you don't make the post, let's just say, let me see if I can find one. I haven't done one in a while, but if you happen to be like this one, moms in their 30s, okay, moms in their 30s, this got to be a fun group, right? As a mom in her 30s. When they come on here, they may be, talking fun things or like, what kind of hobbies do you have? Traveling the world with my kids. It's literally my career, right? Or you could do something like this. We have hobbies. I feel like all I do is cook and clean. This person made a comment and three people have reacted, which means that Elizabeth can invite these three people who reacted to follow her. So you don't always have to be making posts. It could be comments. Ian, you're hilarious. I could only imagine what your comments are on people's posts, right? They have to get good reactions. So that is what is important, is just finding a way to connect with people, to invite them, because in turn, they're going to start seeing what you do. They're going to see that you work from home. They're going to see what you're doing. Now, you do need to make sure, again, that you stay active on your page. So if I just made that post in that side hustle mamas, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to be like, who is this Tomi Jo lady? Okay. And they're going to go to my page and they're going to scroll through. I've already taught you guys the importance of your bio, right? That's like that initial handshake. So they're going to come in and they're going to see that I am a travel agent, that I help, my USP is helping you get paid to travel like me. I just posted in a side hustle. Of course, I'm going to teach them, right? They're going to go down, they're going to see like some personal details, they'll see some links, and they're going to see what I'm talking about. So what kind of content do I post? What do I say? How do I engage with people? Is it just comments, right? Things of that nature, some drama on there, travel related. But they can scroll through and see like, okay, she didn't just make this page. She's actually very, you know, talkable on here, relatable. People like her. She's got a good following, things of that nature, right? Pictures of me traveling, all of these things. So it's not all travel related. Some of it is personable. Some of it is to get reactions. I mean, all kinds of different things. So that's where that personable post comes in. If they scroll far enough, like they'll see something like this, which is work related. So they'll see like it shows I work from home, me, I have some kiddos. I travel, like these kind of things. Okay. So really important for you guys to be personable, still talking on Facebook, commenting, making some posts. Just don't make them all travel related. You want to be a real person, just like, who you were before you came in here, which is why I always recommend your personal page. Okay. So with that being said, let me make sure before I stop the recording that I touched on everything. Definitely make these UK related. When you start having comments come in, I don't think we have yet, but I just have them DM me. I say, hey, send me a message, right? Look, she said you must be training. um, I'll have them like, hey, send me a message. If they're like, hey, I'm interested, hey, send me a message. And I just want to briefly go over like my conversation with them so you guys have it, okay? So the first thing I do is this message right here. Being a travel agent has been an amazing journey for me so far. I'd love to show you how it could work for you. I'm curious, what about this opportunity stood out to you? Is it the flexibility, the income potential, or something else? Now, this initial intro, I can change a little bit depending on what they say, right? If they just say, hey, I messaged for more information, like, oh, hey, thanks so much for reaching out. Listen, being a travel agent has really been an amazing journey for me. I would love to show you how it could work for you. That is kind of that initial conversation. If they hit me with a message and they start talking, hey, I really need this because, I've been a work at home mom. I'm just finding a bunch of scams online. Yeah, I looked at your profile. You're real. I just really want to talk to someone real. Probably going to take this part out and just answer or talk to them based off the conversation they started. So please just keep that in mind. Okay. But I want to essentially know what do they want out of this? Why are they looking? So is it flexibility, income, or something else? They tell me what it is. Hey, I would love the flexibility. You know what? I have to agree with that. That was one of my main reasons, especially being a mom to five. I need flexibility. Listen, rather than trying to explain everything here, we actually have an invite only meeting. This session covers our host agency, pay structure, travel perks, and what it's like to be a travel agent. Which time works best for you? Now, you guys know that Sharna does the presentations for you on, is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? I believe. I don't want to mess up, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let me look here. Yes, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay. And it is at well, yeah, for this week, this is the last week that they'll be at 1 p.m. UK time. Next week, you guys have time change just like we did a couple weeks ago. It will go back to 2 p.m. Okay. So for this week, just keep that in mind. So which time works best for you? 1 p.m. on Monday or Tuesday? Then they tell you, hey, Monday would be great. Awesome. Now, I kind of changed this one a little bit. I don't really do the spots left anymore. That just wasn't flowing well for me. So what I actually say is perfect. I just need your phone number and email to send the Zoom information meeting or the Zoom meeting information to. Also, take my direct number down, my direct personal contact, and I'll give them my number. That way I'm kind of giving before I'm asking to receive. So that's a little different message that I use here. I don't really do like the spots anymore. I take that, right? And then they send it to me. I say, great, you're all set. Please down the Zoom app and create a free account on zoom.us. I'll send the meeting link and ID about 30 minutes before the session starts. Can't wait to see you there. Now, 30 minutes before the call. So for you guys at 12:30 p.m. UK time, you should be hand texting them. They gave you their phone number already. So at 12:30, I send them a message. Hey, Duncan, this is Tomi Jo. I'm just confirming that you have Zoom ready and set up for our company overview in 30 minutes. Duncan says, yep, my Zoom is ready to go. Then I say, perfect. Here's the Zoom link for the meeting. We begin promptly on time. I look forward to seeing you there. If the link doesn't work, go to Zoom, click join meeting, and type in these numbers. So I kind of hit the double whammy because sometimes links work, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on your device, all those fancy things. So I just send it to them via text. Now you can also send the Zoom information here, right? So you could just send here's the Zoom meeting and just email it to them as well, 30 minutes before. But I just like to have conversations via text. So I'll do both sometimes. And then that's it. So from there, once they're on the call, then I just simply ask them at the end, what did you like best about what you saw? And from there, if you have anybody with questions, if you need help closing, if there are questions you don't know how to answer, or you would just like some scripts on that, let me know. Shoot me a text, send me a screenshot, right? Put it in the UK chat. Hey, Tommy, I need help with the three-way or whatever it may be. And I will be more than happy, as well as any leadership that we have here. Okay. Because we can help answer those questions and kind of find out like what it is that that person is needing more information on, or if they need, clarification, or just really some confidence into what this provides. Okay. So that is what I do daily on Facebook. Facebook is probably one of the easier ones to get to know and figure out the algorithm and those kind of things. We will have trainings on Instagram tomorrow. We have LinkedIn trainings coming up as well for you guys. Some TikTok. We have a lot of things in the works, but I really want to challenge you all to do exactly this on Facebook for 1 week. 1 week solid. So from today until next Friday when we check in, I want to know your results. I want to see what is working and what isn't on your side so that we can get you building and where you want to be. Because there are a lot of individuals, as you see just from scrolling, a lot of individuals daily looking for something like this, and they search those groups. They just want someone real, and you happen to be that person. So I hope that this was very helpful. I'm going to stop the recording and take any questions.